Welcome back to Literature Guide. Today's video is about literary quotes. I found some important literary quotes while reading books on English literature. I transformed all those quotations into a video. I have already produced 2 videos on literary quotes. This video will also be helpful for the students who are pursuing the NET and SET exams, because sometimes the questions are often asked on literary quotes and we do not have answers for such types of questions, because we do not focus our attention often on the literary quotes. So I have produced 3 videos on literary quotes, including this one for the students of English literature. I don't want to waste your time. Let's dive into the video and find out if you really find these literary quotes interesting or not. Let's dive into the video.
Literary quotes. Humor is sympathy with the seamy side of things, Thomas Carlyle. What looks like he's in my style is labor, Mary Russell Mitford. She is not transcendently great as Tolstoy, but she is great, and great in the same way, Frank Raymond Levis on George Eliot. Walter Scott is as nearly a thoroughly good man as a man can be, because I know it by experience to be the case, Lord Byron on Sir Walter Scott. Use your own experience and feelings in fiction, don't be afraid of yourself, George Henry Lewis to George Eliot. Burns was the god of my idolatry, Charles Lamb. He had a habit of dipping his pen frequently and deep into the inkpot, and as all his movements were abrupt, almost jerky, the ink used to fly, Edward K. Robinson on Rudyard Kipling. There was no doubt this poor man was mad, but there is something in the madness of this man which interests me more than the sanity of Lord Byron and Walter Scott, William Wordsworth on William Blake. Master not of the intense drama of passion but the diffused drama of history, Samuel Taylor Coleridge on Schiller. These historical novels have taught all men this truth, which looks like a truism, and yet was as good as unknown to writers of history, and others till so taught, that the bygone ages of the world were actually filled by living men, not by protocols, state papers, controversies and abstractions of men, Thomas Carlyle on Sir Walter Scott. It has been my daughter's aim to promote by all her writings, the progress of education from cradle to the grave, Richard Lovell Edgeworth on Maria Edgeworth. The big bow wow strain I can do myself, like any now going, but the exquisite touch that readers commonplace things and characters interesting from the truth of the description and the sentiment is denied me, Sir Walter Scott on Jane Austen. Without being so presumptuous as to hope to emulate the rich humour, pathetic tenderness, and admirable tact, which pervade the works of my accomplished friend, I felt that something might be attempted for my own country, of the same kind with that which Miss Edgeworth so fortunately achieved for Ireland, Sir Walter Scott on Maria Edgeworth. Almost alone in England he brings thought to bear upon politics, he saturates politics with thought, Matthew Arnold on Edmund Burke. I have been reproached for making my moral in some stories too prominent. I am sensible of the inconvenience of this both to reader and writer and have taken much pain to avoid it in Helen, Maria Edgeworth. From these garnish lights I vanish now forevermore, with a heartfelt, grateful, respectful, and affectionate farewell, Charles Dickens. All art is at once surface and symbol. Those who go beneath the surface do so at their peril. Those who read the symbol do so at their peril, Oscar Wilde in the preface of Dorian Gray. No death since 1866 has fallen on me with such a stroke. The good, the gentle, high-gifted, ever-friendly and noble Dickens, every inch of him an honest man, Thomas Carlyle. It is not selfish to think for oneself. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all, Oscar Wilde. If I were to say half what Copperfield makes me feel, how strangely, even to you, I should be turned inside out. I seem to be sending some part of myself into the shadowy world. Charles Dickens to John Forster. The audience was said to be the cream of London society, and it looked so. I could not coincide with the sentiments expressed, or the opinions broached, but I admired the gentleman-like ease, the quiet humour, the taste, the talent, and the originality of the lecturer, Charlotte Brontë on William Makepeace Thackeray. Nobody is quiet here nor I am. The rush and restlessness please me, and I like, for a little, the dash of the stream. I am not received like a god, which I like too. There is one paper which goes on every morning saying I am a snob, and I don't say no. William Makepeace Thackeray. I have worn my knees by writing on them on the old back row of the old gallery in the House of Commons, and I have worn my feet by standing to write in a preposterous pen in the old House of Lords, where we used to be huddled together like so many sheep, and to the wholesome training of severe newspaper work when I was very young man, I constantly refer my first success, Charles Dickens. Deep down below there is river of sadness, but this must always be with those who have lived long, and I am able to enjoy my newly opened life. I shall be a better, more loving creature than I could have been in solitude. To be constantly, loving grateful for the gift of a perfect love is the best illumination of one's mind to all the possible good there may be in store for man on this little troublesome planet. George Eliot.
How is the video? I hope you liked the video. I have deliberately made this video for the students of English literature and the other two videos on the same topic, because some questions are often asked on the literary quotes in the exams. That's why I have produced these videos for the students. It does not mean that I have discontinued the series of the English novel. I will produce some videos in the coming days. I have yet to make some videos on the English novel. If you really like my videos and find the study material of my channel interesting, do like and subscribe Literature Guide so that I can produce many videos for you in future also. And it is a kind of motivation, it is an encouragement for the creators, and that's why you just put your comments in the comment box, give your suggestions so that I can make some adjustments and some modification if it is really important, and I will make videos for you. I will try to make important videos for you in future also. Meet you.
Please subscribe Literature Guide.